can't believe it. This is the 4th time that I'm recording this review. All the other attempts have borked out in some type of like video bug, editing bug, audio bug. 4th time is supposed to be, oh no, 3rd time is supposed to be the charm. 4th, the number 4 is bad in Asia, so I don't know, man. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, this is Mech Fans Toys' Blitzwing Thunderbolt or Lightning Bolt or something like that, and what a beautiful toy, right? Check this out, dude. I love having the turret on the bottom. The tank turret just feels like it's extra artillery, extra umph. I actually like these here a lot. I know different versions of Blitzwing, especially the G1, they have little rocket bits or something like that that are hiding kind of in this area, but they've never been as pronounced as this, and I'm really appreciative of how they were able to get this done. And so great stuff from these guys, which makes it even more sad that they have discontinued this line. They did this, they did Octane, they did Astro Train as well, and all of them are really, really beautiful. And yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But if you're a fan of Mechanic Studio, who was involved with this line, they're helping out Dr. Wu, and they got a thing going on. And so, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at this guy today, dude. So many great things about him, right? Simplicity, yet at the same time, accuracy. And as I just kind of talked to you, I'm going to start transforming him. And I think we can put him in his tank mode. Yeah, that might be the first one, huh? He doesn't have any treads or landing gear on the bottom, but these little bits, these raised bits, those are meant to be kind of like the tires and stuff. I do wish you could take this off, though, kind of like G1 Blitzwing. And even though I do like the umph, I don't know, man, you would have a pretty streamlined jet if you can kind of remove this, you know? Anyway, neither here nor there, Jer. And so why don't we transform him? And so you can start by pushing these things down. And, oh, by the way, dude, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Winter Solstice Festival, or whatever you do or don't celebrate. Let's just share a positive vibe. And so, yeah, hello to everyone. And peace throughout the world, huh? Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of things that are similar, obviously, because he is Mr. Blitzwing. I'm trying to see which one, what I'm supposed to do first in terms of order of operation. I guess we'll got to hide the nose cone, which I think is cool. It just starts kind of folding up, and one of the great things about this toy is not only is it really fun, the engineering and the transformation is intuitive. It does what you expect it to do. I expect the head to hide in the chest. I expect the nose cone to hide in the chest. And so it's really cool that it just kind of does what you expect it to do. I mean, I don't know how to say it any better than that. And this, by the way, you kind of flip up. And what's neat is that I've actually plugged in the animated head. Nuts, right? Gnarly. I think that's from animated, right? He does have his normal head. Where is it? But you do have to kind of unscrew it. And I unscrewed this and put this head on in the last review. And now I don't feel like putting the normal one. But you can see that's the normal face. And that looks great as well. But let's keep the crazy looking one there. Love that weird red eye. And the abrasions on the other eye. And just like the craziness about it. I'm actually digging that a lot. Has a lot of flavor to it. And so this, we're just going to do that. And similar to Gewalt, what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring this down over here. And you're kind of like, what? I know, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to swing out the wing. Hey, swing out the wing. Swing out the wing. You're going to bring this out, unfold that bit. You're going to lift this, and this will close, and this will tab in like that, and it'll snap in place. And then you can just bring this down. There you go. Nice and crispy, right? Nice and crispy, misty. I know that didn't rhyme. It was a bit of a stretch, but that's okay. When we bring this out, same thing. Second verse, same as the first. Shout out to Mgo the Great. Big dog. Here we go. That's tank mode. And then you can, I guess you can adjust that like that. Neato completo, right? I'm digging that, dude. I think that looks great. Look at that. You don't even see the nose cone. Don't even see the robot head. Look how clean that is, dude. Oh, and did I explain why I've recorded this now for the 4th time? Well, I'll do that as I kind of like attach some of the accessories over here. This review, I think, is cursed because every time I've tried to either record it or compile it or something, there's been some type of bug with the audio, with the visual, with the editing, the compiling, something. And I don't know, man. I don't know. This is it. If this doesn't work, dude, I'm just going to quit. I really am. But hoping, fingers crossed, that the toy gods are with me. And so, yeah, you can plug these in over here. They don't really do a ton, but yeah, they're kind of there. They're kind of there. Jet mode doesn't have any place where you can store these things, but that's fine. That's a nice looking tank, ain't it? And I like that he has the thrusters back over here too. And this has this really interesting bit about this. Check this out. And so this will retract, and I think it's supposed to retract during the bot mode. but when you pull it back, it will unsheath itself. That's kind of cool, dude. I'm digging that gimmick. So kudos. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So yeah, no, that's tight. That's tight. So now we got to convert them into bot mode, right? And so what's going to happen is, like, this entire piece, we're going to undo and we're going to return it to what it looked like in jet mode just a second ago. Oh, you know what? Got to bring this down first, then do that, then close it up. And you can see that the arm is inside here, right? And you can see that the head is oriented over here. And so there's going to be a step. Sorry, there you go. There's going to be a step where you swing all of this stuff. Maybe I could just do it right now, actually. Yeah. Like that. And that'll go in there like that. And you can already see it kind of coming together. You know what I mean? That's pretty tight. And then for the arm, you want to open this up over here, bring this out, bring that out. It's very intuitive, at least in my opinion it is. And you bring that back, you snap that back into place, you lock it up, and there's one more step. Yeah, you fold this out, then you fold that in like that. Nice, nice. Kind of looks like a vampire over here with the cape draped over one side. That's kind of cool, man. And this is cool because the shoulder pauldron is on a separate ball joint than the shoulder. And so that's cool, man. I'm digging it, digging it. So same thing over here. We're going to undo this part first and kind of separate that from the mold. We're going to flip that. And as we're flipping this up, remember, we got to bring this down first so that we can close this all up. Yep. Close that all up. And then it's this swing bar that you see right over here that's doing all the heavy lifting, so to speak. Like that. Like so, right? And then we're going to do the double bend. We're going to bend that back. Oh, sorry. Well, at least you can see it now. You can see the ball joint and the ball socket over there. The ball socket vinaigrette. Ball socket. All right, man. That didn't work. I'm just rambling. You guys got any fun stuff planned for the holidays? I'm going to be going to see my folks in Los Angeles, and so I'm going to be gone for a week. I mean, content's been kind of dry on the channel as of late just because work has been like nuck and futz, man. Seriously, it's been crazy wazy like Patrick Swayze. But I'm hoping to get a little bit of rest time. And hopefully in February, I'll be able to kind of like start banging out the content again, you know? I've reached out to TF Savari to apologize. Same thing for Blockies as well. And then everybody's super nice and understanding. But yeah, there's something major happening at work. Well, actually, it's pretty much done at this point. But I will share with y'all soon. But to be honest, and I don't mean this in some type of like depressive, negative way, most of y'all won't care. And that's fine. That's fine, you know? I don't expect strangers to have any type of vested interest in what I'm doing with my life right now. But some of you, with whom I've built a friendship and relationship over, some of you might care. And for those individuals, I will keep you posted. But I think I'm doing something out of order right now. But this whole bit is supposed to separate from here. And I don't know why I can't get the clearance to do so. Okay. I don't know, man. Something was kind of caught and it was kind of funny. And so once you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to actually spin this because you want the knee to be on the back. And then you're going to spin this one more time. And then from here, you're going to open that up like so. And that is the foot. Nice, huh? I don't know, dude. The turret looks kind of small like this. I kind of want to push it up. Oh, there you go. Just like that, Matt. Please, please, I hope this one doesn't bork. I really hope that I'm a cry, dude, if this one borks too. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to... Why does this part always, like, trip me up? I honestly don't know why. I've done this, like, a zillion times, speaking hyperbolically. And I don't know why my brain still hasn't wrapped itself around it yet. There we go. Kind of looks like a toothpaste cap. And here we go. Nice, huh? Nice. Beautiful. Yo, focus. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel-san. He looks really nice, dude. And I wish that they would take this design philosophy, everything that you just noticed, and I wish somebody would blow this up. Because at a smaller scale, you can see that there's little like imperfection, so to speak, like this waist skirt not being 3 parts and just being 1 part, right? Not being able to swing the leg all the way back, not having a double knee or elbow, and all of that stuff I can forgive, actually. But generally, I feel like they could take this and they could make it masterpiece scale in terms of how this transforms, and I feel like they could do, they could do a lot with it. And so, I don't know, man. I hope somebody comes by and picks up the torch, gets inspired by what MFT and Mechanic Studios were doing, and it'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my spin on it and go to town. Like how Magic Square kind of upscales some of their smaller stuff, and you get good looking toys out of that, like the Combaticons or even their Optimus Prime. I wish somebody would do that with him. I really, really, really do, because I enjoy this toy immensely. I think he cleans up really well. I think it's very intuitive how it's all done. I think at the same time, it's very inventive how this is all done, and it transforms like how I would want it to. And I think if he was large enough, you could probably work in some type of ab crunch. Like you can give him all sorts of additional articulation if he was large enough and you had more real estate. But for the time being, I mean, this is what it is. You get a swivel on the bicep. You don't get a double elbow. There's a ball joint on the elbow, but on the shoulder, but it is impeded by all of this collision and stuff. So you're not going to be able to get 360. The wrists don't turn, but I bet you they could if it was at a larger scale. And you saw that this little skirt goes up, but he doesn't have a double knee for the sake just of collision and stuff like that. He has ankle pivots, and he does have a waist spin. Or I guess he doesn't. I thought he did. Huh, I'm tripping, dude. But this is kind of coming undone. But yeah, like I said, there's so much more that they could do at a larger scale. But that aside, I think he's like near perfect. And I'm very, very, very sad that they did away with this line. They were onto something special during this time. I feel like they were at their peak. Because for a long time, Mech Fans Toys was just oversizing other people's designs, right? They were just KOing them and stuff. But this one, from what I understand, this is a fresh new design, straight from their studio, and I think they were heading in a good direction. They also did tracks when they were putting these out at their time, and I actually have tracks, and I got it from Ollie, and I'll share that with you guys hopefully soon before I go. But yeah, man, this is a nice looking bot. He's on sale right now at TF Safari. I think he's about 38 bucks. I know he's under 40 bucks, but if this tickles your fancy Nancy, maybe you want to pick him up. Maybe you want to pick him up and give him a good home, huh? Anyway, fingers crossed that this review doesn't get borked, and if it does, I'm a cry. Once again, happy holidays. Thanks for being here, friends. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.